Our first item is a presentation from Randi regarding Shasta County's display at the state capitol. Ms. Slaughter, welcome.
Okay, good morning, Shasta County Board of Supervisors. My name is Randi Slaughter, and I'm here to talk to you about our Shasta County's display at the state capitol, and thank you for your time. Okay. But first, I'm going to take you on a field trip. There we are. To our state capitol in Sacramento, where over 1 million people visit annually. When you first enter the capitol, you enter a couple of hallways, and one of the things you will see in these hallways are over 58 county displays. This is where each county has an opportunity to showcase what is best in their area. You will see places like Napa County that has bright illustrations, custom graphics, custom die-cut layers, and digital display screens. You will see places like San Mateo County. They also have that fresh, bright imagery, video screens, and a high-tech QR code to learn more information. This is where you take your mobile device and scan it on the little square in the corner, and it brings up a website where you can learn more about the county. They have a Wheel of Fortune style display that has a lot of text and statistics. Oops. Then you have Imperial County. They also have more digital display screens featuring videos, bright images, and they also have that high-tech QR code. Los Angeles County may not have screens and be digital, but they have 3D printed plexiglass structures that have multiple statistics. That colorful imagery is quite attractive and popular. Those are just a few examples of what other counties are doing. And then you have Shasta County. It's a three-dimensional inset diorama that was created in 1993 by Keith Arlen Lack. It showcases what was quite popular and consistent with what Shasta County offered in 1993. And it even highlights the Dixieland Jazz Festival, which, as most of you know, hasn't been here for over 20 years. In fact, the Record Searchlight has called for change that has been long overdue and has published several articles indicating what isn't there. We don't have the Sundial Bridge, Turtle Bay, the Sacramento River Trail, or even Stillwater Business Park. In fact, they quote it as a stuck-in-the-80s relic that sports a mining town look. So the bottom line, it does need to change. But how? We could copy what other counties do. We could create that high-tech display, get that QR code, have flashy videos. We could hire a consultant to design something. That's a common approach, and Monterey County just recently did that. Or we could observe what those 1 million people that walk those halls annually want. And that's exactly what I did. I spent 5 separate occasions for over 2 hours between January 2019 and May watching people at the Capitol display. I interviewed dozens of visitors from all over the world. I timed their visit between each display and figured out which ones they stopped at the most. And I listened and observed. You would be surprised with what I heard, particularly about Shasta County. Shasta County's is one of the top ones. It's bright and beautiful. Don't change a thing about it. I love all the details that you can see. You can even see a little fish. Shasta's is really cool. The Dixieland Jazz Festival is exciting. So, in fact, Shasta County's was consistently one of the most popular displays in the Capitol. The hallway around it was constantly crowded. I never heard a negative comment about our display. Curious children, when they could see little figurines, would often lead their families back to the display because of how much they liked it. And out of the 10 hours that I spent observing, I did not see any QR codes or that high-tech technology being interacted with, but ours was. To further show you and demonstrate, here is a video, and I'm not sure if the sound will work, but it showcases what I saw.
That one's fun. Yeah. Looks like a mountain. What you got?
usa huevo, usa porque está muy... Bây giờ coi kìa, nó làm đẹp không? Interesting, housing,
We're not taking real chunks of gold.
Don't touch
So as you can see, Shasta County's display is quite popular, but it still needs to be updated. That's obvious. It needs to capture the attention of somebody in about 8.03 seconds. It needs to be kid-friendly. As you can see, as you saw in that video, kids love displays like that. It needs to be vibrant and engaging, and the bottom line is, what I found out is dioramas work the best. So how do we take this and incorporate some of Shasta County's current amazing features? There's a great photorealistic collage by local artist Jefferson Thomas that serves as an example of elements that we could include in a new diorama. So taking that example of what should be included and utilizing the expertise of people like Lori Nix and Kathleen Gerber, who specialize in miniature model making of all professional, and they're professional diorama makers, and they were featured in Time Magazine, and have the plethora of experience of creating miniature outdoor scenery, as you can see here. I did some research and found them and have connected with them as potential people that may be able to create what we really want. With their help, or somebody like them, we could create once more one of the most popular displays in the capital. Something that all of Shasta County would be proud of and would encourage people to continue to visit our beautiful area. So today, Shasta County Board of Supervisors, I seek your approval to complete this project with staff oversight and assistance. My ideal timing would be to secure funding for the project by September 1st, 2019, and with about an approximate 8-week build time, I estimate a completion of a new diorama by the holidays of 2019, and a dedication and unveiling by 2020 of the spring. And the best part about all of this that you will appreciate, and everybody here, is that the estimated cost of the project to taxpayers will be $0. I thank you for your time, and on a final note, I just want to show you a short list of community members and a formal letter of support from Advanced Reading that support me taking on this project. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Randy. You know, Mr. Lees, I always thought your job was just on the edge here, but yeah, it looks like you're okay.
Thanks.
I guess you get to stay around a little longer. Do you want to go for?
If I might.
Why don't you first, then I'll.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Lees.
So Ms. Slaughter came to me about 6 months ago. It was, I think, after a leadership writing presentation, maybe, or around that. But she came to me with that desire. As you know, we set out to change this about 2 years ago, and that effort was not very successful. No one has taken the time and energy and effort that the Slaughters have taken in doing the research to determine actually what would have the best result. And so I'm really grateful for the passion that they have towards this project, and very grateful for the fact that they were going to do it with private funding. So that's a big help also. But I mean, really kudos to them for spending their time and energy to really do something that's going to reflect for decades upon the Shasta County. So I just wanted to thank her and her husband for going forward with that work and having the passion to do this.
Thank you.
Supervisor, come into you. I have you first.
Well, I just want to say it is no surprise to me that you two guys are married because you share the same energy, passion, and attention to detail. I think that's awesome. Thank you for being part of Leadership Reading, which I know is where this all began. It's a great program. It is designed for young people because this is your future county. So thank you for doing that. I think your ideas are outstanding, and I applaud you for taking the time and the effort and for including your husband so you could spend quality time with him to get this done. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Supervisor Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much for that presentation. I myself have been in the Capitol many times and saw the Shasta display, and I thought a lot about it. But I'm looking forward to the new presentation, and I think it'd be great. It looks wonderful, and I'm looking forward to seeing it up at the Capitol. So thank you very much.
Supervisor Rickert.
Well, thank you, Randy. I'm really excited about this. As you know, we've talked about this over the years. And first of all, I probably should suggest maybe you need to get a life here instead of hanging out at the Capitol taking pictures. But I'm just kidding. No, I know. We've got 1 year till Rocky graduates from law school, so we got to get this moving. And so I'm really excited, and I couldn't be more proud of what you've come up with. I think you did an excellent job, and the people of Shasta County are so very fortunate to have you as one of their members, and so just thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Supervisor Baugh.
Thank you, Chair Modi. Well, I'm really excited with what will be the outcome. I'm not so sure about your stalking the hallways as a pastime of the state capitol, but I am grateful. I just want to echo Supervisor Clementi's words. Your passion, your enthusiasm are obvious. It's going to be a great project. Thank you.
So obviously there's a lot of support up here.
Yeah.
I think the question I have for Mr. Lees is this is an action item to give some direction. Are we, I guess to the board, are we satisfied with what's been suggested as the path forward or any any other additions or corrections?
Yes.
Cool.
Mr. Lees?
I would just ask that you, as far as your motion, that you include having her work directly with my office so that we can make sure, which we've been doing very well for the last 6 months. But
Perfect. So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Any other comments? Before we take the vote, Randy, I want to tell you thank you for the hard work. I'm not surprised with your energy that you would take this on and try to help improve Shasta County. We certainly all appreciate that very much. So thank you. 'Cause I know you have another full-time job. So.
Yeah. I got to go to work, actually.
Your boss is waiting.
I thought you were pointing to Rocky saying he's your full-time job.
That might be it.
That's another story entirely.
Yeah.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.